There was one moment that looked simple, but managed to make Cha Eunwoo's fans wonder. In the photo, Cha Eunwoo is seen sitting at an event with a unique figure. Eunwoo looked over at the person, smiling, and one of his hands was seen touching the shoulder. For some fans, a scene like this certainly immediately invites attention. Who was the person sitting next to Cha Eunwoo? Is she an actress? Is he a singer? Does he have a special relationship with Cha Eunwoo? Or maybe there are other stories that fans have not known about. Questions like these are what then make this kind of video and photo pieces easily become the subject of conversation on social media. However, before we get carried away, there is one very important thing. Photos alone are not enough to prove a person's personal relationship. And after searching on the basis of information about the event, it turned out that much more interesting facts appeared than just alleged romantic relationships. This moment of concern has to do with the world of international fashion, precisely the Saint Laurent show in Paris. Cha Eunwoo has long had a very strong professional relationship with the fashion industry. She is known as one of the Korean figures who often attends the events of international fashion houses. On June 24, 2025, Eunwoo attended the Saint Laurent Spring-Summer 2026 men's collection show at Paris Fashion Week. The event was also attended by a number of international and Asian figures, including Mark Twain, Kim Do-young, Rami Malek, Shizzo, and Kimio. Onapan, 最新ファッション運ニュース情報通. So if anyone sees the photo and immediately thinks that Cha Eunwoo is dating a woman, you shouldn't rush to conclusions. This is precisely where the interesting part is. The figure who looks very different in the photo relates to the world of Japanese fashion and entertainment, not someone who was officially announced as Cha Eunwoo's partner. Japanese fashion sources even specifically noted that Cha Eunwoo and Kimio were briefly caught on camera in one frame at the Saint Laurent show and were seen talking. Namu Wikiwan. Kimio himself is not a foreign name in the Japanese entertainment industry. According to his official website, Kimio is known as a video creator and figure who actively uses social media, with a strong communication style and great influence among young people. Kimio-i. The profile from the Japanese creator management also explains that Kimio is active as a creator who moves globally through social media, especially YouTube. Miha Kabushiki Gaisha Influencer Innovation Company 4. That is why his appearance at an international fashion event is actually not something strange. Saint Laurent isn't just a place where Korean idols hang out. Fashion Week is an international space where actors, musicians, models, creators and cultural figures from different countries can meet in one event. And Cha Eunwoo himself was already in the neighborhood. In fact, Eunwoo's journey in the fashion world has been increasingly visible since she became part of Saint Laurent as a global ambassador. Her presence at Paris Fashion Week is one of the moments that often gets the attention of the media and international fans. In September 2024, for example, Eunwoo attended the Saint Laurent Spring-Summer 2025 show in Paris. Teen Vogue noted that her appearance became one of the highlights of the event. So, when Eunwoo is seen talking or interacting with figures from outside Korea, it is actually very likely due to the professional environment he is living in. However, it is precisely the expressions and small gestures in the photos that often make fans have their own interpretation. Some see it as a normal interaction. Some consider it a form of hospitality. Some immediately feel panic. And of course, this kind of reaction is very easy to understand. Cha Eunwoo has a huge fan base. Every little movement is often noticed in detail. When he smiles at someone, fans take notice. When he shook hands, fans noticed. When he sits next to someone, fans also notice. Especially if Eunwoo's hand appears to be on the person's shoulder. In a matter of seconds, an ordinary moment can turn into a conversation. But we need to distinguish between fact and interpretation. In fact, Eunwoo did attend the Saint Laurent fashion show in Paris. In fact, many international figures were present at the event. In fact, fashion sources noted an interaction between Eunwoo and Kimio. However, no reliable source states that the interaction is a sign of a romantic relationship. There is no official announcement regarding the romantic relationship from that moment. There is no statement that the person who is near Eunwoo is his romantic partner. And there is no solid basis to call that moment a scandal. In fact, if you look more calmly, The atmosphere in the photo shows the social context of an event. Eunwoo looks relaxed. The person next to him also appeared to be smiling. There is no evidence to suggest that they have a special relationship. This is the reason why titles that are too far from the facts can be dangerous. Sentences like, "Cha Eunwoo was caught with a secret girlfriend," will sound much more dramatic. But without evidence, such a sentence turns into a rumor. And as fans, of course we do not want to support unproven information. Interestingly, Eunwoo's presence in the international fashion world actually shows something more positive. Eunwoo is not only known as a member of ASTRO and a Korean drama actor. It is also increasingly appearing in the global fashion space. Her name can be found in various fashion reports when she attends events of famous fashion houses. Such a presence shows how K-pop figures and Korean actors are no longer just part of the music or drama industry. They have become part of global pop culture. And Cha Eunwoo is one very clear example. Therefore, when he is in Paris and meets with Japanese creators or other international figures, it is actually part of a very open work environment. The fashion world knows no national borders like the traditional entertainment industry. A Korean idol can sit next to a Japanese creator. Korean actors can talk to Hollywood actors. Models from Europe can sit with Asian singers. And everything can happen in one room. That's the appeal of Paris Fashion Week. So, should fans be surprised when they see the photo? Of course. Spontaneous reactions are normal, especially for fans who have been following Eunwoo for a long time. But once the shock sets in, the next step should be to find context. Who is present? What event? When was the photo taken? Are there credible media sources? And most importantly, is there an official statement? If the answer is no, then we should not turn one photo into a romantic story. Because a photograph only shows 1 second of an event. We don't know what happened 5 minutes before the photo was taken. We also don't know what happens after the camera stops recording. It's just a short interaction. And a short interaction does not automatically mean a special relationship. It is precisely here that fans can show healthy support. Not by spreading rumors, but by enjoying the moment without adding stories that have never been confirmed. Moreover, the figure seen in the photo has its own identity and career. Kimio is a Japanese creator who has built a career through social media and fashion. Her official website describes her as a globally active video creator, while her Japanese industry profile notes her work as a creator, model, and entertainment figure. Kimiori. That is, his appearance at Paris Fashion Week is not something that Cha Eunwoo personally has anything to do with. Both are in the same professional space. And that's exactly what makes the photo interesting. Two figures from different backgrounds can meet at an international fashion event and have a casual conversation. For the K-pop world, this shows just how vast Korean cultural networks are on the global stage. For the fashion world, this shows how large fashion houses become a meeting place for different cultures. And for Cha Eunwoo's fans, the moment provided one important reminder. Eunwoo is now not just a Korean star working in South Korea. Her name is already known in the international fashion environment. Therefore, more and more people from different countries will appear in his photographs. Perhaps one day he will sit next to a model from France. Maybe he was talking to an American actor. Or maybe he met a creator from Japan. It's all part of his career journey. So to the question that most intrigued fans, who is that woman? The answer should be given precisely with caution. From the photo provided alone, the identity of the person cannot be accurately ascertained. However, information about the Saint Laurent event that is relevant to the photo notes Cha Eunwoo's interaction with Kimio, a Japanese creator who is active in the world of fashion and entertainment.